I have a new microphone, which is actually good, so you can actually listen to good audio now. Anyway, on with the review. Since there's nothing new out, I'm just going to review this, which came out a while ago, but it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD on Monday, so that's my reason for reviewing it now. I mean, there are some new things out, but stuff I'm either late to and already have plenty of other reviews out there, or things I have no interest in seeing. So The Invisible Man released in theaters near the start of the year, but then it was released on VOD for obvious reasons. As for the film itself, I thought that it was fine. When I first watched it, I quite liked it, but the more that time has gone on, and the more I thought about it, the more I realised it has many flaws. Half of the film makes no sense. Oh, spoiler warning, I forgot to mention at the start, but spoilers, blah blah. How did Adrian get passed off as being dead when he wasn't? They would have had to have shown his body to the police and plenty of other people to pronounce his death, so how was he passed off as killing himself? In this scene, Elizabeth Moss literally has evidence that the Invisible Man exists, and she just decides to not take the phone with her. I'm sure plenty of other people have pointed these things out, but they're still really dumb. The film has plenty of plot holes and inconsistencies. Why didn't Elizabeth Moss's friend ask Elizabeth Moss what she actually wanted to go down to the corporation for? Why would you go there without actually knowing what she wanted? How come no one saw the floating knife? Wouldn't the restaurant have had CCTV footage of the knife anyway? I know it said in the scene regarding the mental asylum that they knocked them off or something, but it's never mentioned about the restaurant. They would have had to have had security cameras anyway, because of the amount of people that were there. That one sounded like a bit of a nitpick, so I'm gonna forgive it for that one. But there are no excuses for the other ones that I mentioned. I think if the film had some better writers, then this could have been much better. In some scenes it didn't feel like actual human beings were communicating, but I don't really know whether that was down to the performances or the dialogue. Probably a mix of both. The film is also filled with unnecessary jump scares. It's incredibly annoying and not scary. I found myself not even reacting to them, most likely because I've become immune to them because of the amount of times I've had to suffer them. The film itself wasn't scary, but I don't really mind that because I can appreciate it as a good thriller. The good things. The action scene in the mental asylum is very well filmed and shot. It was quite impressive. When Elizabeth Moss fights the Invisible Man, it looks real and is well executed. There were some very interesting framings of certain shots that worked very well. The development of the Invisible Man was also very interesting. Elizabeth Moss gives a good performance despite the weak script. She does the best she can with it. I found myself losing interest about halfway through, but that was also when it picked up again. I did complain about the scene earlier, but it was still very shocking and gained my attention. The film works very well from this point up until the twist, which is where things get worse. The twist is very forced, and it feels like the only point it's in it is for the sake of a twist. Don't put a twist in a film unless it's necessary to the plot. It's not necessary to the plot in this case, and there's no point in it. Then the ending comes, and it makes no sense. Elizabeth Moss's character would not kill Adrian like this. It's not within the personality of a character. It feels like they only had this scene and the twist in it to make it more exciting, but it fails on all fronts. Overall, it was fine. Although I did enjoy it the first time I watched it, as time has gone on, the more I realised what was bad about it. I can't really justify giving this a 6 out of 10 because of the amount of flaws it has, and it doesn't really add up. So I would give The Invisible Man a 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching my review of The Invisible Man. Please subscribe if you're new. It would really help, and I really appreciate it. I'm on a podcast called The Filmcast with my friend Eddie. Tomorrow we will be reviewing No Country for Old Men. Follow me on Letterboxd and Twitter. Links are in the description. Same with the podcast. That's really all I have to say, so thanks for watching and bye.